striking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Ready in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pierce. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Quick throw to Collins. Touchdown! Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Jaguars are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Draw play, Etienne. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. When it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So here's a 3rd and 14. And this is going to be incomplete.
Those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunk.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Christian Harris. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Shut it down, defense. Defense, let's go. Over here, guys. Ready, set.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Timely fair there as a kickoff for Houston.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Desmond King back deep. That's taken on the 25. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Second and 10. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action. Stroud now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one. It's down. The defense rising to the challenge. edge and setting them back on the sand. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice to drink. Touchdown, Jaguars! 27 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll make their score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here. Back to the 21-yard line. And there on third down, a loss of 4. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Jacksonville's gamble on Ingram getting back to peak form was a smart one. Career best in catches and yards. Basically gave their offense another big-bodied receiver to go to, as they did there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Touchdown! Jamal Agnew. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
King going to look to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they be
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
They'll go play action here with Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. It's back. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he is going to have the Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in the state of Florida Atlantic. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Got his man, Dell.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer.
Going for it with Pierce.
That is not going to be any help as they take it behind the line of scrimmage.
Inaudible here to get a new look. Stroud now on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
On play action, Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as he's down to the 11.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Now Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
Dime defense blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open
down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And Stroud now to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Stroud.
Not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Stroud.
Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stroud to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Stroud. Yeah, to the right sideline. Falls incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And down to the 36-yard line here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half. And that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week,